Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to relieve the symptoms of sciatica with 3 simple tips, with 3 steps that you can do at home on your own without any help. Let's get started. Welcome back to Fisiolution, your physiotherapy, health, and wellness channel. Let's see if this sounds familiar. Pain. Bend over a little. Pain in the back of your buttock, your back that goes down your leg. Well, I'm suffering from an episode of sciatica and I'm committed to making sure you can do things at home on your own without any help. We're going to focus on 3 steps to be able to do self-treatment. First, we'll use a best-selling cream that's proven to be effective for providing relief and a sense of well-being. Another massage with a massage gun. You can buy them anywhere, guys. Very easy to get for the self-massage that we're going to do. Third, 2 fundamental exercises that we must always do when we suffer from sciatica. Regardless of the cause or the diagnosis, these exercises will be good for us. Let's move on to the first phase. First phase, we are going to apply a cream to enhance the exercises that will help us alleviate the symptoms of sciatica, feeling relief and a good sense of well-being due to the menthols in the cream, which is wonderful. Let's look this way because what I want is for you to be clear about what is happening here in this pathology that we have chosen. Trochanter, well here we have it, the little bone that is here. Sacral squama, over here it is. The muscle that we have angry and upset, well the piriformis, as you know, the muscle that goes from the trochanter to the sacral squama in front. And the piriformis nerve, well, sometimes it comes through here and crosses, or sometimes it passes underneath, or sometimes it passes directly above. Any of the 3 options, if this muscle gets irritated, it starts to radiate, with the little leg stretched out, which goes down the leg. Okay? So this is what we are going to try, and we are going to do that first sequence of applying that cream that will be preparatory to all the exercises that we are going to do. We clean this and let's go for it. Bam, I clean it nicer. Let's start using the cream, okay? As I said, we are going to cover the surface that is bothering us in the structure that is bothering us. These creams can easily be used every 4 hours. The dosage is not set. You can use it without any problem or restriction. What we are going to do now is a massage for 3 minutes in the gluteal area and 3 minutes in the hamstring area. So, you simply have to spread it and rub it with the palm of your hand slowly. Let's start mobilizing. That's it. That's with your little hand, with the pads of your hand. It works great. To start to get blood flowing to the muscles, to start to relax, to densify the area. Okay? Since it has a menthol effect, it has an effect that gives a tremendous feeling of relief and well-being. What combination of our pumping and stretching exercises that we are going to do will help us alleviate the pain of the Asian? After finishing with these 2 to 3 minutes of massaging the glutes, we are going to do a little massage on the hamstring. Next phase of the preparation, we are going to apply it to the area where the radiation is, okay? So that those muscles also start to activate a little through the massage therapy. We sit down slowly. That's it. We favor it here a little. Perfect. And we are going to do the following. We are going to take the bottle, you are going to put a little cream on your hand, slowly. That's it. And you are going to apply it from the ischium to where the knee ends. Apply slowly. That's it. And now with your hand in the tube up there. Down there. That's it, you have it well held. So what we are doing is stimulating. The cream helps us to give that massage. It is, as I said, like I said, a booster, okay? So 2 or 3 minutes will be good for us throughout that area of radiation that we have in our piriformis syndrome that is causing us sciatica. It will help us prepare and relieve that pain through massage, which we will also do some stretching exercises after. As you can see, it is a gentle technique. Slow, you do not have to apply much pressure, just prepare the area, relieve those mechanisms that we have that make us feel pain through massage, through the exercises that we are going to do. Second phase, to relieve our sciatica symptoms. We are going to do it with a self-massage, with a massage gun that you can buy anywhere. Below I will leave you a link to some models that I really like and that you can use. Let's stand to one side, okay? That's it. We flex a little to give stability to the legs. We're going to do 3 posts. A gluteal area. A gluteal area is very large, very powerful. We're going to put it at half intensity, and you can increase or decrease the frequency depending on what feels comfortable. It should never hurt. The gluteal area includes everything from the crests, which are basically the iliac crests, to this structure. Without going into the sacrum, we're going to do strokes for 5 minutes all over the gluteal area. The trochanter is here. We won't have to go past this bone, and we won't have to reach the sacral squama, okay? And we're going to make completely longitudinal lines from top to bottom. Let's see how we do it. We put our hand. I'll guide you a little. The furthest back you're going to go is here, and the lowest is going to be here. A line down the middle and another line more lateral, but never without going into this little bone that you see here. No more than this, okay? As you can see, we continue slowly, at a gentle, slow pace. Otherwise we'll hurt ourselves, trying to find the maximum perpendicularity in the fibers, which is not possible. It doesn't matter, you lose a little energy and that's okay. 3 to 5 minutes for the gluteal rectus. Now we're going to do the Piriformis, sacral trochanter scale. We're going to draw some lines from left to right, okay? We're changing direction to work the piriformis muscles well, which will be really good for us to work on. Remember, guys, this muscle often gets angry and grabs the sciatic nerve and causes a lot of trouble. As I say, we take the machine and go down. From here I'll guide you to the sacrum. That's just that line. Okay, come on, I'm going to put your hands like this so you don't get out of my way. That's it, there we go, up, go 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 up. That's my hand, that's it, come on, go down. Learning involves, well, mistakes, right? That's my finger, that's it. You're doing it perfectly. Great, a little more perpendicular. 2 or 3 minutes, I wouldn't do any more. And now we're going to do the hamstring phase. Let's do it. We lie on our backs. We sit down, lean up a little bit and lean forward. Look, guys, this is as simple as working it in a position that you're comfortable in. A very good position is sitting, okay? As I said, set the intensity to 1 and work from here so you can see it well, okay? We bend our leg and we have to work up to where the knee ends and where the little bone comes out, which is the ischium. Okay? So, we're going to grab the little gun and let's work to see how we adapt. That would be perfect. Okay? If you're sitting in a chair, you can play with your leg by moving it a little bit further in. But anyway, so that you can see the technique a little bit, this would be it. We would work on the entire radiation for another 5 minutes, okay? So let's give it our all because this is already making that radiation less radiation. Third phase, to relieve your sciatica. These are not therapeutic exercises. Let's do them. We're going to do a stretch of the gluteal muscles by bringing our left knee to our left shoulder to stretch all the most vertical branches of the gluteus, so to speak. 2 sets of 40 seconds in this position without suffering, gently. The next post, another 2 sets of 40 seconds, is going to be the left knee to our right shoulder, making an oblique bend so that the fibers are no longer so vertical, but rather more, oblique vertical fibers, okay? To find points of tension and release them. Finally, we're going to use our left hand to stabilize our knee, and our right hand to hold it at a 90 angle. As you can see, it's more or less 90, and we're going to move it to the other side, stretching the most horizontal fibers of the back of the hip. Okay? 2 sets of 40 seconds. Then, 2 more things that we're going to do, that are really good for you, that you absolutely have to do when you have sciatica. We bend the other leg. The left ankle moves to the right knee. We apply a little tension. This hand stabilizes the left ankle, and with the left hand we push the knee down, and we're going to do a pump, and, by the way, at least 2 sets of 10 repetitions to make the piriformis and gluteus muscles work, with a little pumping, to make them flexible, to loosen things up. Our cream and our massage gun have already helped us do their job. Now the therapeutic exercises do their part. Finally, we are going to stretch the entire posterior gluteal and piriformis area by grabbing the right knee with both hands and pulling on it. We are going to do a very important stretch in which we focus on where the problem of piriformis syndrome usually occurs, causing sciatica. Remember, stretching for less than 20 seconds is nothing, at least 40 seconds twice and without hurting ourselves. Before leaving this video that we have prepared for you to relieve Asian syndrome, right? A little bit of that radiating pain. Some advice: A. Do not do these exercises if your pain increases. Common sense. This cream, you often tell me, can be used by pregnant women. Yes, of the few things that pregnant women can use, it is scientifically tested and pregnant women can be treated with this cream. More things. Diagnose well. You have to know exactly where your sciatica comes from in order to do the best exercises and the best therapy. But I'm telling you, with a little cream, a massage gun, and some therapeutic exercises, you're guaranteed to relieve your sciatic pain. Relieve. I mean, a lot of times you do nothing and just apply, a little heat. And I like these patches because you wear them for 8 hours and they generate heat, which is great because it allows you to exercise while you have the heat on. Let's lie on our sides. That's it. Okay, let's clean this. Bam, nice or clean, guys, heat patch. You're in bed. Let's lift it up a little, adjust it to the area. Okay? This has to be in contact with the skin. We would adjust it to the area where we have injured it, in this case, the lumbar region. Let's lie on our backs. That's it. And this comes with a Velcro strap, which is great because once you separate it, you can apply a little tension without overdoing it, okay? It's not a patch, it's not a girdle, okay? All we have to feel is a little pressure and for it to be in contact with the skin. It releases up to 40 grams for 8 hours and we can start doing our Asian leg exercises as soon as we wake up. What I like most about this heat patch is that it releases constant heat at 40 degrees for 8 hours. Thanks to this heat, we can increase flexibility, reduce tissue tone and also relieve muscle and joint pain. The first exercise we're going to do after applying the heat patch, which is already releasing that heat. We're going to bring the knee to the shoulder, from left to left and right to right, gently, slowly. We're going to do this exercise for at least 3 minutes. With this, we're giving indirect mobility to the lumbar region, direct mobility to the knee and hip that will start to make us more flexible. Remember, we've just woken up and we suddenly have Asian leg pain. We're very uncomfortable. So, the way to stretch, the way to start to make the tissue more flexible is this: a knee flexion exercise towards the chest that will start to give us an indirect workout to the lumbar region that will be great for us. 3 minutes. Second exercise, let's give direct mobility to our lumbar region. Before, it was indirect. We are always going to flex our legs comfortably, always without pain, guys. And now we are going to pass the train under the tunnel. Choo-choo. Here you see the train. And now the opposite. Squeeze my hand. Very good. Pass the train under the tunnel. Squeeze your hand. That's it. Anteversion, retroversion. Let's continue. With this we are giving flexion and extension mobility to the lumbar region, without the movement being extreme, but we are starting to contract the muscles and we are starting to oxygenate the area, okay? which will be very good for us to be able to do the exercise we have. We are going to do this exercise for 3 to 5 minutes. I think it's more like 3 or 5, but remember, pass the train, crush my hand. Perfect. You can put one hand in front and the other behind, playing the game of pass the train, crush my hand and accompany each other in case you're not quite sure about the movement. But anyway, you see here and there, without lifting your buttocks or glutes. 3 minutes. Guys, now we're going to do a position to migrate the disc. Let's turn around. Let's do the cobra position. Let's turn around slowly. A simpler position, supporting your forearms. Let's place your elbow in the projection of your shoulder and let's do an extension, making the disc that's causing us this problem migrate forward through the extension of your spine. We have to hold this for 5 minutes. This position is incredibly simple. We can support our arms at this height and, oh, look, we have stood up, we have lifted the iliac spine, the iliac crest, the iliac spine that we have in front, the pelvis off the stretcher, and that cannot be done. That is why we are going to do a little trick, which is to move our hands forward a little until they are completely in contact, because otherwise we are introducing too much movement. This extension exercise migrates, repositions, makes our disc move forward and tries to prevent our hernia from touching the nerve root. As I said, 5 minutes minimum. You can do it a little longer, but do not tire your shoulders, it is very important. The last exercise I want you to do before getting out of bed when you are suffering from this sciatica is called Neurodynamics. Let's bend our leg, place our hands behind our leg, lift it up and stretch it until you feel the sensation of radiation down our leg. Once we're in this position, we're going to bend our head and follow suit with our foot. Flexion, plantar, dorsal flexion. Flexion, plantar, dorsal flexion. Okay? What we're going to do with this is a movement, okay? Called neurodynamics, which is going to make the entire nerve area more flexible, mobilizing the nerve. This position should be done for 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Since you're in bed, it's incredibly comfortable. I would tell you, you can't be suffering. If you're suffering a lot, we would lower our leg a little more, grab it a little lower and continue doing the exercise. Remember, back, forward, back, forward. The neurodynamics exercise is one of the star exercises that you can do as soon as you get up if you're suffering from sciatica. Okay, guys, a quick recap, knees to shoulders. First exercise we're going to do for just 3 minutes, wake up and do that Asian pose. Next exercise. We bend our legs and do chut-chut. The train goes by and down, up, down, anteversion, retroversion. We turn around and we're going to do the cobra position, either in a position with arms supported by the forearm or arms extended upwards, but never without separating the hips from the table. And finally, we're going to do neurodynamics, which is we bring the leg into flexion and move plantar flexion, dorsal flexion accompanying with the neck. If you want to learn more sciatic exercises, I'll leave you a playlist where we have a lot of videos and a lot of exercises that will help you. I hope you like the content. As we always say, until healing and beyond. Bye.